Welcome home, gamer, and welcome back to Megabellum, where we are going to be doing something, well, kind of silly. We're going to be taking on Insane Bot, a bunch tonight. Yes, we know Insane Bot is not really a challenge, so we're going to be adding some challenge rules. Rule number one: we can't get out there and flank it other than shallow flanks. We know it doesn't respond appropriately to a big flank. And second, we're going to be, remember that one rule set we ran? Float R times 100. We're going to be doing that each game with a progressively higher amount until we lose a game. Look, it's not supposed to be serious. Sometimes you just want to play Mechabellum and you just want to win. And it is not, in those cases, about the chat, about the it's just some days you're just not feeling up to playing at full strength. So, first game out, we are required to float 50 each round. So, a quick way to float 50 on round one is to not level something up as a training specialist. We've got the bonus 50. Easy peasy. And we'll just add our, add the void eyes. On offense. Let's see it. Now, Insane Bot does get to cheat, among other things. So one of the things it is cheated on is being able to afford Mech Rage on round one. I mean, it is quick supply. So, okay, that's fine. I'm not sure you wanted to tech a crawler into Tarantula, but sure. That's one way you might approach this round. And we've pretty much destroyed the board here before our AI overlord takes the second tower. Are you going to get a good tower timing? You are. That. What a jerk. But we do win with those two. We're not expecting 50. R times 50 to be a challenge, or I'm not. Betting is up, if you guys wanted to. We'll take, I mean, I suspect just taking nothing but wasps would win. We have to float 100 this round. What is that going to look like? Well, I suppose you might be able to replicate it someday. You might be able to distract, right? Let's let this guy go from very, very deep. We also know the AI doesn't flank, so we don't have to play the same flank screening games we've got. We're floating our 100. Opponent did pick up the Phoenix, puts them in a terrible place. I mean, it's a bot. It ain't great at this game. As we will be seeing deeper into this stream. Round 3, we'll have to float 150. Luckily, we're just not going to wind up needing to float too much. We're going to win this by 600. It will be down under 3,000. I'm kind of feeling like we just close this one out pretty quickly. mean, that just gets silly, right? One, two, and even three here. Those guys play some defense. All right, so we're floating our 150. Opponent went is okay. They've gone to double text fangs, so ignite might do something to this guy. Ignite is not the right answer into the crawlers. We do seem to have a good crawler wave happening. Again, if you're running a carry fang, you run range first, right? You don't take the ignite first. So just bad decisions from the AI. Games will get harder for us. We're not expecting to just crush them this easily. Not every time out. Sure, we hadn't taken any techs. We gotta float 200 this round. And we're just going to tech the tarantulas. We're basically going to rely on the tarantulas as our carry here. Some storms on top of the... Okay, and now acid for the crawlers. So, opponent will... is basically hoping that we will die in the acid, right? It's fair. And the... bang against the acid. Now, we could... We could photon over here. There's no anti-air left. We're still going to win the round. It's stuck on a wall over here. Oy. Float 250 this time. Do we care, really? One of the things I was thinking was replicate. I think we're getting into a whole bunch of good spaces for replicate. We got to float to 250. It'd just be add this. Oh, we actually just put you outside. All right, there's our 250. We can probably sell this guy now. And it is kind of turning into a carry fang, but he hasn't ranged them. Maybe we should just go Mustangs. Don't mess about any further. He's added some more things on the backside. Now, Mustangs into the acid is just devastating. Does extra damage. And we've got to float 300 this round. round 6, we're floating 300. And that's probably just there. And call it done. Okay, he's gone to an abyss. Do we have an abyss answer? Not really. Oh, we have the 1 pack of Phoenix. One thing the AI has done better here than it usually does is having the crawlers far enough forward that there's no acids deep in its own territory. But we are going to finish it. That's game 1. 6 rounds and done. Game 2 will be a little bit harder. We'll throw down versus 100. We have to float 100 each round. That's what we played on Friday. Of course, this is not at all competitive to what you would be doing on ladder. This is just Amaroq having fun, right? We're just doing silly things. So we have to float 100 at the end of each round, 100 per round at the end of each round. Let us try aerial. We're gonna do to float 100 at the end of this round. We can just buy one crawler instead of 2. Still relatively easy. Maybe I should have sold the this guy, but it'll protect against crawlers getting the far side tower. Okay, so there's our float 100. Oh, opponent is all in on the side that we're all in on. Yikes. We're going to expect, again, the Ignite instead of something more useful. It's kind of silly games. Really silly games. Sometimes you just want to play Mechabellum and you don't care about the... you don't want to go out on ladder. You just want to muck about and get wins. And this is kind of what we're doing. I don't think we care about any of you. We've got to float 200 this round. Maybe we sell the wall instead. One of the other rules we've got going, of course, is because we're facing the AI, we're not allowed to do big flanks. We're only allowed to do shallow flank. We're handcuffing ourselves there. And I know from past experience that it just reacts very badly to certain comps that require it to go all Mustang, carry Fang, and carry Wasp. So we could be doing those to kind of exploit it early on here. That feels good. We've got to float 300. So it'll be one more round of kind of nothing but chaff right now. Opponent really is not doing much for chaff clear. What do we want to block? Let's block Wraith. I don't think I want it getting a Wraith drop. Okay, opponent gonna win on Wasp. We may need to just drop a pair of Mustangs on the right side or something next round. Or we just, well, I mean, we could buy our own wasp, I guess. Hello, hello, baller. We are playing silly things today. We are facing the bot with our hands tied behind our backs. Didn't really get anything that helps here. See if Void Eye helps into these guys. Silly stuff and things, exactly. We're basically replaying that game from Friday. We're on the Float 100 game at the moment. You guys are the answer. So float 100 per round. So we're going to float 400 this round. We'll pretend we might even have to cover against a flank. Or are we floating 400 this round? There we go. That'll do. Just say the line, buddy. All right, fangs. Again, they don't take range. Why the fangs don't take range, I don't know. They take ignite. That's one of many mistakes the bot is going to make today. Hello, hello, Toast. We are doing silly things right now. Doing very silly things. Our current silly thing is playing against the AI. Because, you know, we have days where you don't feel like playing on ladder. So we're trying to come up with something that, yes, the bot, the strongest opponent I beat 2 seasons ago. I remember that. I know what you're talking about. Okay, we have to float 500 this round. I'd love to take the Lightning Storm, but maybe we should just take Improved Phoenix. We are aerial specialist. And we kind of need something that will turn off the healing here. All right, float 500. Ah, there's a riding on the line. Help. And he is flying his Void Eyes as well. Flying Void Eyes have actually tanked a whole bunch of Mustangs. That's sort of interesting. And this thing's got Photon. We're not going to EMP it anytime quickly. Apparently custom games no longer count towards your strongest opponent. That's kind of sad. Ay, it's close. Oh my goodness. Okay, we've stabilized. We should turn it from here. Ooh, that was closer than I wanted it to be. A pair of Farseers just helps into the air game. We've got to float 600 this round. But that's getting much easier. This side, I kind of think needs... I think that side just needs some distraction. Alright, there's our 600 float. Oh my goodness. Maybe we don't want a leveled Sabertooth in underneath the bad boy there. The crawlers stopped a lot of the Void Eyes, so they're not causing anywhere near as much trouble for the Mustangs. Also, the level 2 helped a bunch. We want more crawlers running at the Abyss. We might sell you. I don't know. He did 20,000 damage before he goes down, and we are going to win the round. So this is the sort of thing Amaroq does on days where he's like, I'm too tired or hungover or whatever to stream for you guys. But I still want to play some Mechabellum. Honestly, don't wind up hungover particularly, but you know. We have to float 700 this round. It's understandable. Exactly. Exactly. Now, we need... Now, we're not allowed to just throw big uncountered flanks down because we know the AI doesn't respond well to flanks. But for something like turning an abyss, I think it's valid. We're not coming after his towers, is what I'm getting at. Let more run that way. We have to float 700, right? All right, floating 700. Well, we're actually floating 800. Most of the enemy will be fighting from acid. And I think it's just going, it goes downhill pretty quickly from here for the opponent. Talking to cheese and said it in the wrong chat. Fair enough. Yeah, it does not answer flanks, right? In fact, that is the epitome of its problem, is that it doesn't answer anything at all. It just... just does what it can. You know, it just buys the next unit, the next tech, whatever. We have to float 800 this round. Got 950, I guess, to float. Maybe we'll just, oh, goodness. Make sure nobody gets out of that oil. Okay, what is this oil for? What are you even doing there, buddy? Oh, he's aiming at that Phoenix. He's decided that Phoenix is countering the Abyss, so he's trying to take it out. That almost made some sense. Throwing down the Phoenix on the far left helped. The Ion Beam helped. That should be GG's. Turbo! I guess I pitched my 10T at this cozy stream. Pitched your tent. 10 game, or 10 stream streak. Thank you very much. Floating 800 Gamma? Gamma, that's the conceit here. We are floating. We're trying to find out what a Insane Bot can... how bad is Insane Bot? So, we're 2-0. We've won at 50. We've won at 100. So our new rule is float 150 per round. So 600 by round 600 by round 4. How big can the handicap get? All I'm hearing is abyss. Exactly. Oh yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there, whooped. I don't expect to lose at 150. There we go. That's our 150. We can't afford to buy anything new on round 1. Oh no, that's about the perfect start for him. Okay, what is this? AI goes for helipad deploy, but also a saber straight at my tower. Wild. Wild. What is this? Yeah, it doesn't commit to a build. It just slams down whatever it goes. Employ the build the box strat. Okay, we've got to float 300. Let's put an end to this, shall we? Oh my god, okay. What are you even doing? Okay, we're not lighting the ground on fire now. Also, he actually takes out the steel balls over there. It was a helipad start from the AI, Fox, but we have to float 150 around. Who's handicapped worse? Get your bets in. Oh, we've stabilized on round 2. That's no good for him. We've got to float 450. This is all but perfect for us. Oh, was it it was the cannon. I see. For what killed you guys. The sprinkler play was just bad manners. Exactly. Exactly. We're only supposed to float 450. We're in. Oh my god, double tap now. But it won't help you against the crawlers, buddy. He does have flying. But again, he's not running a lot of the meta tech, so there's no armor on those Phantom Rays. We don't have to worry about them being invincible to Mustang or anything like that. Honestly, though, this board looks like it is just so rideable. There's nothing, just nothing on the board there that's not very rideable for opponent. Yeah, it's just the default text, I think. All right, we have to float what, 4 times 150 is 600? There we go. That'll float 600 for now. Front row. There's a badger back here and a hound over there. Is technically slowing us down. Get that tower on the left. We've taken out the Phantom Rays. It's gonna be silly. It's gonna be silly. Now we have to float 750, but I feel like we are just off and running here. Who got into the middle too much? Honestly, is it this more like this? There's our 750. Woof, hello, Dachshund. We are trying to bully the AI, who are going hot dogs now. Yet Toast called it. Hot triple tech towns. Triple tech towns from the enemy? The rules for us, Dachshund, are each game we have to float 50 more per round. So at the moment we're on float 150 per round, which means on round 5 we had to float 750. Round 6 we've got to float 900 now. I think the worm just dies to the double tap, right? On it getting wider, but still has absolutely no chaff. I mean, it literally buys nothing but riding targets right now. Like, where are your crawlers and fangs, buddy? Oh, it's so sad. And that's quick and easy for us so far. Next game up, times 200. We have to float 200 per round, which means, yes, we will not be buying anything. The hot dog. Okay, to be fair, he bought cleanup on round 1 and helipad deployed. Like, what the heck, sir? All right. 200. Float 200 and see how far we can go. Yes, that does mean round 1 we have no income. And our channel point predictions are up. Point Blank Saber was a 400 IQ play. It was. I actually had a game. Did that in tournament yesterday, where I threw down a Point Blank steel ball, and it just got a tower. All right. Do we? I think we take the supply specialist. We have to float 200. Next round we have to float 400, so it's not like we even really get to build our Wraith until round 3, I guess. Didn't take aerial. Oh my goodness, what are you doing way over there? And again, it's so ridenable. Again, it's the I will take nothing. I'll take nothing early strat. No actual chaffs. We do have a couple of rules in place to try and keep this moderately fair for the AI. You will notice we are not coming in with big flanks. The AI doesn't understand how to protect against a flank or even really level a tower. much. Okay, we have to float 400. I feel like that would just win this. But hold on, we can actually buy the Wraith on round 2. And you can have your haste module, just so you can keep up with the steel balls and such. Opponent goes double tap, but still very, very ridenable over there. Doesn't run AA spec. I mean, it is running the default specs. I think this gives us kind of like a few places that the AI could be improved. One of which is as simple as change up the text that are on it to something a little bit closer to meta. Float 600 is round 3 here. Well, I was gonna do the riding. Some days we just want to yeah, okay. Well, I don't know what you're doing over here, but it's not gonna help. Used to do that every time. Yes, the AI putting orange sniper right on the line in the middle. Yeah, I remember that. And then it was like there was also a time where it wouldn't change up from default positionings, right? Like there's a lot of stuff that still shows up helipad deployed, where it's like it just doesn't have an answer for it. Round 4, we're floating 800. We can spend 650. Maybe we'll float the 750 for now. So effectively floating 150 this round. Helipad deploys for all the unit drops was wild, yes. It has actually had a change too, where it's economically it is no longer on parity. It actually has an economic bonus built into it already. Gonna win a round. Not bad. With the quantum reassembly getting the Phoenix off the front side. We have to float 1,000, so we can spend 800 this time. Basically, part of what this mode has taught me is that it is basically required to take any of the economic advantages when you get offered them. really wonder if we can pop the one Phoenix that reassembles. Let's see. Oh, everybody dodges. Value missile anyways, though. Yeah, it's a cheater AI, not part of the AI's programming, like just giving extra income. I actually used to take pride in the fact that none of my AIs cheated like that. We get the Raidens now. That is perfect. Selling out of you to go Raiden and Raiden. What do we have to float? 1200? We have to float 1200 this round. We should have saved the enhancement module, because we could have stomped through that guy. Have you ever seen the clown that hides from bad mecha players? What? I don't even know what you're talking about there, buddy. I think we're going to float 300. We'll probably sell this guy next turn anyways, but... Okay, opponent takes a pair of Raidens with ionization. Because ionization is what you needed. Sir, was ionization really what you needed? I guess it's against the Wraiths, maybe? Womp womp. Oh, I walked right into it. Fair, fair. You guys are EMPing, right? Yeah, so there's no point in adding steel ball techs. It feels kind of gross to drop this onto this much clumping. Round 7, we've got to float 1400. Yeah, the hitting the Raidens would have been something, but we've prevented the air from reforming over here. So now the Phoenix are gone. But I think that was better value. Plus, we took out all the sledges. We're up to taking 7 rounds. That's the longest that the bot has lasted yet. Do respawned birds give XP? Yeah. I think they do. Right. Silliness will continue until the bot improves. Game 5, we now have to float 250 after only starting with 200 on round 1. Well, that'll go well. Dude, did we get anybody that starts with the extra 50? Actually, elites. Oh, we can just take supply specialist. That's sort of too easy. I mean, elite spec would also have worked, right? Because we have the extra 100 supplies. Alright, alright. We're gonna go for other silliness. Hello, Lady Noeen. Folks head out of pile of work. Wait, it's back to deal with the dreaded paperwork. Aw, I am sorry you are dealing with dreaded paperwork. No fun at all. Paperwork bad. Set it all on fire. Pretty much, yes. Oh, that is actually about as good positioning as he could get from that. Alright, so we floated 250 on round 1. Well, we floated 300. Tempting, indeed. Alright, our little Fang Gang have gotten into the tower. Love it. Let's go, Fang Gang. That was an unglorious end. Alright, we have to float 500. We've got 700. There we go. 500 float. And opponent goes to Fangs of their own, but with Ignite. Oh, is this what? That's why this group went down. That thing was brutal. Got it. Tell boss Toast gave you permission to do it, or the paperwork said horrible things about the boss's mother. Okay, when I worked at EA, well, even before I worked at EA, we were, it was a startup, right? That got bought by EA. So our former CEO, the CEO of the startup, every now and then, engineering would get a immediate, like, high priority bug on the grounds that something had just happened to the CEO's mother. The CEO's mom just saw this bug in production. We have to float 750. Not allowed to have your bug affect the CEO's mom. Sorry. Can we missile this guy out? Would that help for a turn? It was amazing. I mean, like everybody would laugh about it, of course. Uh-oh, heal sledges could be a problem. We've wounded this thing badly and taken out the... Yeah, good job, guys. The crawlers are going to be a problem over there. Field maintenance sledges. Well, okay, if we had Ignite, it would go better. But we're not running Ignite anymore. Maybe maybe we just let the worm handle that. What are we floating? 250. Oh, we float 1,000 this turn. This is mostly just to pull that guy. All right, what do we got? Yep, he's flying. A typhoon might have been clever. Apparently it was not. We might just be running Fang Worm at this point. No guts, no glories, 16 scars. This is North Korea versus Ukraine. What? What? All right, round 5, we float 1250. Is opponent going to answer this worm successfully? Looks like the answer is no. At the time I typed that, it was Mass Fang versus Regen Sledge. I see. Oh, sure, now you give me the forts. I'd have taken the forts. Well, okay, we've what are we floating? 250 times 6 is 1500. That they do have Ignite on Fang. Something like that. 6 times 250 is 1500, right? Okay. Oh, he's added the fort. He's gone with acid. I mean, it's looking halfway like he's trying to answer our worm. He's even beaten it in the acid. Let's go. Good work. Good work, AI. Not enough, but good. I think we just skip all of those, right? We're floating 1750. Looks right to me. This is a halfway decent shout. Power goes down, Abyss goes down, Vaunt goes down. It's silly. It's been less than an hour. We've beaten the bot 5 times. We're at 250 float per round right now. We'll get up to floating 300 a round. It does favor the balloon over other Titans, although I have seen it throw down other ones. All right. 300 per round. Getting silly. Okay, so we could elite specialist for round 1 or any. Is it any specialist, loan and sell a 200. Well, any specialist loan, I guess. But you want to have unlocked sell. We will get to the point where we have to loan. In fact, eventually you get to a point where you can't actually do it on round 1. Good. Then stop playing against the AI and do it live. Okay, so we've got to float 300. We just take the econ. All right, there's our 300. Board feels a little bit weak. I'm not gonna lie, guys. This board just does not feel like the strongest possible opening. Don't know about you. It's totally strong. Top percent even. Look, we're at least like top 9th percentile with this board, right? Surely it will oh dear. Next round what? He's also into elite. Is that elite elite Fang over there? So are you gonna come back and try to Fang gang me? That would be amazing. All right, we've got something we can sell. Best sell is you. We have to float 600. Okay. Quick, float 600 off of this board. I think we might want to put a thing there just to slow these guys down. A crawler to go slow those guys down as well. Level 2 steel ball on this side, along with some arc lights. But again, the positioning is just so strange, right? Fangs are going to have a great round. Hounds are halfway to level 3, though. We're gonna have to float 900. You should put on some tunes. All right. I mean, this does seem like the sort of chill, relaxed, throw on some tunes and laugh at what Amaroq is doing sort of stream. Why the heck would anybody do this? Can we afford any of you? I don't think we can afford these things. There's our 900. Do we rush selling something? Maybe? For one more of these guys? Hello, Zalex. Welcome in. Votes for Chopin Ballade in #1 in G minor. Alright. Zalex, what we are doing is silly. We are playing that, essentially replaying that one game from Fun Friday, except the gambit at the moment is each time I win, I have to give away 50 gold per round to the AI for the next game. So we're currently at floating 300 times the round number, and at 250 we still won in... We still won in a... in 7 rounds. So this one we've got to float 1200. Here's 1200. It's slow going. We really can't afford much. That's our very first attack. Oh no. We definitely need the hounds to do better over here. Need a new hound too, I think. That went poorly. Bot hasn't lost a round yet. We're down to 2,600. Well, that does sound very trashy of you, Zalex. Why would you defeat him every round? I mean, that's not even giving him a chance. Right, round 5, we've got to float 1,500. Get you shooting the wall, please. See if we can clean that up a little bit. Do we actually just want to... Maybe we do just want to oil this. Alright, 1,500. He's also taken those guys, but he's acided these. Now they die way quicker. Actually, very good news for us. The Mustangs get to clean up the crawlers. This is one of those, I think this, if you take this tech away from the AI, it actually gets better. If you just take acid away, because it, as soon as you're in something like Mustang, it just wrecks the AI to have acid on the ground. And these guys don't run armor. They're not running armor. Round win for opponent, yes. We've got to float 1,800 this round. I'll just blow you off the line there. Goodbye. Yeah, like these guys didn't even make it anywhere now. And it's not like we can't tack cleanup on the hounds, so that once our units are fighting in the acid, they're fine. No upshoot left for opponent, so we're not going to lose this round. We finally win a round. It took us 6 rounds to get to stabilize. You have fun, they call you trash. You build meta, they call you a tryhard. You do something unique that works, they call it cheese. Exactly. It is so exactly correct. Okay, we have to float 2,100. That looks like that'll do. Uh-oh, we might be getting nuked, guys. Did we just get finished? Did we just get ended? Does the nuke get the job done? It does not. There's not going to be enough left surviving to finish us. Are we even going to win the round? This is close. It's close. Will we be able to take down the... No, we're not going to be able to take down the Scorpion. Wait! Whooped! Why? Why whooped? Why? All right. 300 times 8. We have to float 2,400 this round. Maybe like so? And take the temp range? I hope? I hope? The game is scary now. You can randomly end up on the Mag 1 big screen. Yes, right? The auto cam. It does seem like that is mostly lurker, though, during the time when there's no caster or anything. I don't think you should be too worried about it. Round 9, we've got to float 2,700. Well, that looks easy. This will also help against the eventual re-nuking, if that ever comes back. We keep the steel balls off. We do keep the steel balls off of our forts. I mean, I'm presuming, because there is still a piece over there. But again, comprehensive strat beats whatever the AI is doing. Oh, nope. 91 hit points left. Opponent should definitely take the Abyss. We have to float 3,000. There we are. We've got our 3,000 float. He did not take the Abyss. Instead, he took the Raiden. There's a deep fort with no text. Always hard to tell what he's even thinking here. I mean, there is no thinking. Just admit it. It is just buying what it feels like. But it definitely feels like it's getting harder. We made it. It took us around 7 last time. It takes us to round 10 this time. Admittedly, we only missed by 9 by 91 hit points or something. There might have been a better decision to make. You guys bet on the AI 3-1 last game at floating 300, but it pays off to those that believed. What about floating 350? We're going to have to float 350 this time. So floating 350 on round 1 is hard enough. Floating 700 on round 2 is even harder. I'm going to take the maximum hit points. We have to loan, right? There's no other way to do this. Yeah, the supply spec or anything that started with 50 would have done. Rome puts it all on black. Has faith. 89,000 on streamer. Wild. Wild, no pressure. We'll float 350. We'll have 450 next round. So we have to have the cell unlocked. 450. Okay, so if we float... Dear God. We'll have 200, 600. We have to float 700. So we'd be able to get to 700 by selling a cannon. That's our fighting force for for round 1 and 2. Heaps! Ah! All right, they bet the other side. There's 80,000 riding on InsaneBot. What kind of person bets 80,000 on InsaneBot? Holy heck. Betting odds are wild in this. This is one of the most bet games we've ever had. All right, there's the 600. There's the 700. Nope, it's not that one. Sorry. It has to be this one. Next round, we finally start to get, I don't know, maybe it should have been, maybe I should have kept the, because this guy's never getting to shoot the tanks. Next round, we finally get to start buying units we want. $10.50 is the required float. Oh, baby. But also, he has no upshoot. He has literal 0 upshoot. I hope he doesn't buy something clever that will shoot upwards. He has not bought something clever that will shoot upwards. He's also given these guys acid so they die way quicker to the fangs. Good news. Good news, believers. Now, part of the AI's problem is it will not analyze the board and say, I have no upshoot. So it may not answer the wasps next turn. We have to float 1,400, but we get the econ that we need to get out of this jam. On the round, we had the Rhino show up. Float 1,400, right? Next round, 1750. Yeah. Oh no, he has an upshoot. He has upshoot. Look out. Look out, my dear wasps. He also took the super supply. We're down this round. So 1750 on round 5. He's gone to the boat. Look out. Start playing the anime music, yes. Come on, human spirit. You got this. Storms into the acid brutal over there for the poor AI. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We go down again. We're cutting it close, guys. Round 6. Round 6, we have to float 2,100. But we will darken the sky with Phoenix. It is our plan. It was always our plan. Leave it at 2,100, huh? Eep. Might just float that 100, you know. Oh god, there's a mountain. Look out, chat. Bot has mountain. Mountain does not has upshoot yet. Behold the mountain. Will it get anti-air? That's... Wait, does it even have anti-air? It doesn't have anti-air. We have to float 2,450 on round 7. There's the jab, there's a... Oh my gosh, you are into War Factory plus Mountain. That's a build. None of that build shoots up. As long as we take out this one Overlord, there is no more upshoot. Wait, no, there's a... okay, we got that covered. Overlord's down, Mountain down, War Factory... War Factory down. Round 8. It took us 10 last time. Honestly, don't know what the right pickup there was. What's the required float? Required float is 2,800 on round 8. Yes, I have a table. It's gotta be the last round, right? Come on, indomitable human spirit. Let's go. To try our late chaff. It's two mountains. Two mountains. A new war factory. But the Air Force will triumph. There's nothing you can do. We shut you down from a distance. Mass-produced Phoenix for the win. Getting the super supply enhancement helped, especially because he doesn't know what to do with his money. That wasn't fair. Humanity wins it. Humanity wins. Terminator defeated. Guys. Game 8. Float 400 per round. Alex Yeen, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate that. If you enjoy this sort of silliness, we do silly rules on Fridays normally. So that is that we do games with viewers with silly rules. It's a lot of fun. Also do a channel tournament casts on Saturdays. Put it in your hard drive, you heartless machine. All right, we have to float 400. And Supply Specialist is tempting, but it's such low hit points. We need the econ, but will we survive the piece? Ban a unit. Rome wants to ban the bird. Now he's gonna bet on Insane Bot. Birds aren't real. Birds aren't real. Toast is going all in. But are you supporting Streamer or are you going against? We'll have 400, 100. Hold on. Hold on here. Nope, I think we are basically stuck selling a tarantula, right? 550 plus 450 will be 900. Minus 300 will be 600. Plus 200 from selling the tarantula. We're gonna have 3 crawlers on round 2, gang. Our round 2 build is 3 crawlers. Are you kidding me? What am I even supposed to... How do I position 3 crawlers to do anything useful? All right, crawlers versus steel balls. Let's go. An opponent is going to be in Carry Fang. He's got a Carry Fang start. This might be the one thing we can beat. We might be able to do it. I think we made a mistake. I think we made a mistake. I don't think this is... Okay. Wait, 800. He's gonna ignite, so that's not the right answer. Do we have... Oh god, he can missile strike them too? I think we just skip. We don't have to sell you. We have to float 800. Okay, I'm back from peeing. God, I needed that. All right. So we sell you. We leave this group. Yep. It's more fangs. Missile this out. So our round two, we actually didn't. We had enough money. I may have miscounted somewhere. We had enough money to keep the tarantula. The tarantula will get ignite over here. But again, bot's not even running the right set of techs right now. It should be running armor piercing. Are birds actually banned? Are we allowing him to ban a unit here? All right, we have to float 1,200. Next round out, we float 14, right? I wonder if you just... He took the birds. He didn't listen to you. I know you banned the unit. I know you banned the unit. I was mostly just debating whether I'm letting you ban a unit on a day which is already challenging enough. Because right, now we've got the Phoenix out there wrecking us. How bad is it? Round 4, we're gonna have to float 1,600. Why you don't missile out one of the Mustangs, we don't know. We've missiled this out to try and put the reforming Phoenix on the wrong side. That worked. We outranged the Fangs. There's no armor on the steel balls. It's starting to look halfway decent. Round 5, we have to float 2,000, right? Easy math, easy math. I think we might even just want this guy deep but hasted. Even that. Deep but hasted. Missile strike finally hits a Mustang. That's much better. Take out most of the steel balls there. We've gotten rid of the reproducing Phoenix. This is just silly. This just feels like nothing but Mustang spam wins this board. He hasn't done anything that stops them. But again, we're on that, like, you couldn't do this against a human because if at any point they threw down something that countered the board, they'd win 1300 and you'd be done, right? Round 6, we're floating 2400. Ooh, he ranged the fangs. Finally. I don't think I've seen him range the fangs before. Are we in trouble? I don't think so. So now the ranged fangs are hanging out behind the short-range Phoenix. The full pack of Phoenix reforming over there is kind of scary. All right. It's sillier than sillier. We hit round 7. We have to float 2,800. Doesn't seem real, chat. Well, now we're protected against the armor problem. Triple tech fangs. Just like it's a carry fang, but triple tech fangs and, oh, by the way, armor on the Phoenix. Triple tech fang, triple tech Phoenix against what is turning into a very bog standard Fort Stang build. The level 3 sledges don't have armor even available. Bot in trouble again. Round 8, 3,200 is what we have to float. You're doing nothing, right? Yeah. You accomplish nothing anymore. And I suppose this is the round for that stuff. Oh my goodness. Mountain for opponent. It's his go-to. This is his Hail Mary. I'll just throw a mountain down behind the tower. Wasp carry for the next game against the AI, the game after the Fort Staying game. I don't know how long the stream delay is. Wasp carry generally crushes it. Again, because the AI has no idea how to, the AI does not just respond to what you're building, right? So, like, in this game, like, let's just take a look at this board. In this game, he needs something like crawlers, underground crawlers, could have really sell out of the Phoenix entirely. They're doing next to nothing. You know, the Fangs are just dying, but if he has any unit with armor in front of them, it negates so much of the Mustang damage. But the bot just doesn't know. It just doesn't do those things. All right. I'm gonna admit something. I didn't think we'd get this far. I didn't do the math for the next one. So give me one moment while I figure out what our required floats are. 450, 900, 1350. Please, dear God, give me something I can start with here. 1800, 2250, 2700. Holy smokes. We'll be on 3150 by round. We're floating 3150 on round 7. God. What? Toast, why did I think this was a good idea? Anybody know? All right. We have achieved banned bird. Now you want me to do I figured it would be amusing. Yes. Okay, wait. We get cost control spec. We get cost control spec. We could do or so 450. We'd still have to loan as cost control spec. So 300. Sorry, it'll be 300 and 700 is 900 minus. Wait, 300 and 700 is 1,000. Minus 100 is 900. So we could do cost control spec. Loan round 1, don't buy anything round 2. Oh, you what? I don't know if we can afford to carry into Mustang. We're really gonna try. Carry Wasp into Mustang. Sure, we'll try it. Right. Officially, we're floating 450. Oh, yes. Remember the Gamba. Fair enough. I could unlock it, but I don't want to because I want to get a Wasp drop if at all possible. That's a bit unfortunate. He's all in on black. Wait, no, you're not all in. You're on 20k. Still a good bet. 700 to 1 on the bot. And the bot defeat Carry Wasp. And again, this is going to be, can it knock me out of 4,800 hit points before the econ comes on? Lady Naween is all in on bot. With her 90, with her 90. Let's go. Man, I do not pay my moderators enough rocks. Okay, so we have to float 900. So we're passing all of these. And guess it's sell a steel ball. Toast is all in too. They're up to 5.2k. You're gonna hack. You're gonna hack. I have no chaff. Hacking is unfair. hacking is unfair. What are you doing? No, you hacked my arc light. You jerk. At least my arc light got stuck on my own wall. Hey, stop it. Dr. Tay 95. Yeah, sorry. The expected value is too good not to bet the bot. Welcome in, brother. Welcome in. Okay, we get real units. We get real units now. Float is 1350. We're starting. Shield? I have no shield break, sir. Ugh. Andy's got anti-single target. Holy heck. Don't you hack? You're gonna hack my stupid arc light again. I see. Come on, arc light. You can do it. Oh no, you cannot do it. Disaster. Yes, that's right. Feast on my own units for XP. Don't think about them. You can't afford them, right? 1800 float. A little Uckwhite who couldn't. It's true. So sad. That's our 1800, huh? All right. Oh, good. He's added acid. That gets that suits us, not him. He's got two together down there. No. No. Get him. Yes. Aha. Hacker's down. All right. Float is 2250. Is it wasping time? Wasp is when we get the drop, right? It's gone to HE ammo on the Mustangs. We need one more chaff clear. One more arc light here. Okay, we're stuck in the smoke. He's stuck in the smoke. What is a melter doing on this board? And he's bought more Mustangs. He's got 4 packs of Mustangs now, guys. The Wasps are just DOA, right? There's just no way. The Wasps are dead here. And you're EMPing the range off of our arc lights. Load is what? 2,700. Yeah, that's easy. No problem. No problem. Melter Hacker Sting. It actually looks like a comp. It does look like a comp. I know these guys are likely to get hacked. But I need somebody tanking the splash. Come on, Wasp drop, please. Pretty please. Pretty please. We need a Wasp drop. He's even missiling out our chaff. Oh no, he's got Rome. He's got 5 packs of Mustangs. What am I even thinking about bringing a Wasp onto this board? Why? Get the tower, buddy. Get the tower. I need you. No, don't get hacked, you dummy. Ah, 3150, and it doesn't even drop me the stupid wasps. Well, we absolutely built for wasp. Anyways. What's the float? 3150. Horse walks into a bar. The bartender says, "Hey." The horse says, "Sure." What are we doing with 900 this round? You're not sorry. We know you're not sorry. I don't feel like there's a way out of this one, gang. Shoot, I can't even mass recruit here. Wasp and Sledge. I mean, I do want to throw down a whole bunch of wasp onto this. For hit point, maybe? Oh god, he's flying. That's GG's, right? We have no answer to that. None. We have nothing in the air. I think we losed. Can we clear enough of the ground? We've got to get rid of the giants and the hackers. Oh no, wait, that's enough. That's enough. We're still alive. Okay. A pastor, a priest, and a rabbit walk into a blood bank. The rabbit says, I think I might be a type O. A type O. A pastor, a priest, and a rabbi. Yeah, fair. All right. Ugh. What are we doing here? Well, it might be you guys. Round 8, 3,600. I don't know, gang. It might actually have to be all in on one side. Know what I'm thinking here. If that's the case, what we really want to do is take out probably that guy. And we hope it's enough. We didn't have extra ground damage. We took EMP instead. We get the tower. We've still got some wasps left. We've got to take down everything except for one Raiden. As long as we get everything except for one Raiden, we are alive to fight again. As long as we get this one, yes. All right, we are alive to fight again, guys. Round 9, float 40-50. I mean, I kind of want a super heavy armor wasp, honestly, but opponent took kind of nerfed the Raiden. There's 4,100. Is there anybody we want to sell out here? Sure, with more crawler just running into this, this mess. Well, okay, smoke on top of the wasps isn't going to help you much. It's just not how that works. And somehow we are killing all of the Mustangs before this crucial last fight. Hold up. Round 10. Float 4,500. Yeah, whatever. I don't want you getting hacked. I don't know where you go. You just arrived late. Oh no, I sell you, right? Sell the other one. All right, we're floating 4,500. Something like that. Good luck, team. We get the tower. We get the Mustangs. We have darkened the sky with wasps. Hello, Celestial Cato. Why are we floating 4,500? Because this is game 9, and our conceit here is that for each round we must float 50 times the number of games times the number of rounds. So yeah, 50 times 9 times 10 was 4,500. Do we just give them extra damage? This time we're floating 4,950. Think maybe we just jav out all of that junk. Oh, you can't be EMP'd. EMP all of that junk. 4950, huh? Well, we can just afford to there. There's a worm. There's all sorts of crazy stuff. Is this Insane Bot? Nitairu, this is Insane Amaroq against Insane Bot. Yes. Yes, we are facing Insane Bot. Yeah, it should have been 49.50. You're not wrong. We will punish ourselves appropriately. For this round, we will float 49.50 becomes 5,400. And there's our 50 that we overspent last turn. Said 5,400. Guess that's it. The Wasps now have armor. We get the tower. We've gotten down the Titan. Yes, the AI does not know how to deal with Wasp swarms. I knew this was actually, this is pretty funny, because Rome forced it as force a unit. And this was gonna be my, like, when I didn't think I could win anymore. When I was like, okay, we're up against it. So I have this tech bar for, like, you know, full carry Wasp. All right. We've beaten it at 450. Game number 10. And we beat it floating 500 per round. Yeah, if you want to win survival, you can go carry Wasp as one possible. Oh my goodness. This is pretty much one of the silliest things I've ever done for Mechabellum. We no longer have to carry Wasp. The game still doesn't want to give us anything that gives us an econ advantage. It's gonna make this really hard, right? Can we even afford to do... Hold on. Can we even afford to float 500 with any of these starters? There's our 500. You can still win with your Wasp build, but yes, there's several AI waves, particularly on Insane 4. Fair. Alright, we floated our 500. I don't even know if we're gonna have... We might have to sell you. We'll have 200, 600... Yeah, we sell you and loan, and that gets us to the 1,000. At some point, we break out of the debt cycle, right? Right? Surely we get out of the debt cycle sometime. But at 550, we can't even do this. It'll be like we have to pick a starter that starts with more than 200 cash to be able to do round 1 at 550. Don't even think about them. You can't afford them, son. But man, wouldn't Improved Overlord be fun? Can't afford any of them. If we sell the Mustang, there's our 1500. All right. 3 hounds have got this. Surely 3 hounds have got this. No problem, buddy. Go get them. No, our good little dogs did not have it. All right, we have to float 4th. Wait, hold. Oh god, he gets to the Typhoon. Oh no, I should have taken the supplies. Oh, I desperately needed the supplies. All right, we're floating 200. Oh no! Disaster! We did not want to see the Farseer right up front there. We do get the tower. We're not going to win the round, though. How much do we... How much did the Wasps save us? Not enough. 4 rounds and done, guys. 4 rounds and done. Turns out that floating 550 around, or floating 500 around, is just not a sustainable strat. The bots did win in the end. What kind of silly challenge is this? Well, our record is 9-1 at the moment. We went 9-1, but this last one was an ask too far. Now, you know, that was silly. Yes, quick supply on it would have helped. There, we get the quick supply. Channel point prediction up. Good luck. We're not all in on black this time. We know what your all in is, like a million hit points here. Or a million rocks anyways. I mean, like, what is this formation? Or where are you even getting this idea for a formation from? Like, is this somebody's... Did somebody ever start with that formation and you've pulled it from, like, the startings? Like, at very least, let the AI draw from the starting, you know, the forced starting, or recommended formations, right? The steel ball's like, we're just gonna collect as much XP as we can this round. I know you have to sell us, sorry, but, you know. Maybe Bear, like, programmed its starting formation himself. I doubt that. I doubt that. What is the marksman on this? How good is the marksman on this? I honestly don't know. Wait a minute. We can't do that. We can do this. Toast with a whole bunch of gift subs. There we go. There's our float 500. Well, this was not the right place for this guy. He's going to give away XP to the Mustangs, I think. Maybe he wanted to be on the other side. Well, booey. Booey, I say. Toast with the gift subs to Rebuy Boy, Rocky Heart, Sefri, Core of FTW, and Kevco301. Thank you so much. That has gotten us started on a level 2 hype train. There needs to be a bits gift conductor for that level 2 hype train. Somebody wants to give some bits. They'll take over the lead. That puts us at exactly 1,500. Hold up here. Toast is the best girl ever, if only they were not a dirty bot sympathizer. Love it. Okay. Okay, we have 4 arc lights and a marksman. 4 arc lights and a marksman walk into a bar. Who needs chaff? What's chaff anyways, guys? Yeah, we've fed too much. If I could replay this from round 2, we would do so much better. Okay, but we've got the super supply. Well, not super. We've got regular supply. We've got way more hit points. A gift sub for Pastor Drewski. And yes, you're the only one that gives subs to Nightbot. It's true. Opponent throwing down an orbital bombardment on our head. I think we're buying temporary chaff. Maybe I wanted real chaff here. Round 4, we float 2,000. We get orbital bombarded. That's not going to go well for us. This is going to go very poorly for us. Please don't hit the key units here. No, you're hitting key unit. Why? Why, bot? Why would you do that to me? All right, 2,500 float, right? And play around the orbital by not having units, right? I think we're just so many deploys behind that we're wrecked here. How bad is it? It is bad, guys. It's bad. Vulcan just died. Because I was gonna transition out of the arcs, and I wanted to get to Vulcan Marksman. I think I lost this game on round 2 with the positioning the high level marksman on the right side and feeding experience. We were feeding 500, 1,000 XP into the Mustangs over there. It looks like this will be our third and final try at it. If we can't beat the float 500, we're gonna declare that that's as far as Amaroq gets. We get another quick supply. We get all the marksmen this time. This might actually suit the a Vulcan marksman a little bit better. Yeah, mass marksman is probably the play here. Opponent is all over on the right side. That was our hype train. Thank you guys very much. Appreciate that. We don't have enough hit points, I don't think. Maybe I should be taking the well, that helps a bunch, right? Dude, missling on the anti-armor cannon. Odd choice, but okay. You can see we definitely need some kind of chaff in front of this guy. And they've leveled. This time at least opponent doesn't have great chaff clear. Zorb? Gotta float 1,500. He's in on red. Yeah, I think red is the right bet. I think red is the right bet. Round 4 will be making 800, so we'll clear 300 to actually spend. And of course, now you've got a flying unit. Luckily, he won't make the he really won't make these guys as painful as a human would. I've been watching you instead of working, so I'll have to stay up till midnight to catch up with the work properly. Oh, I'm sorry. And I'm glad that you're finding it worth it. Ooh. Buy enough time. We really did. We bought a lot of time with that. Yeah, they linked the tanks. Hello, Blue. This has been a very, very silly game. Okay, we are going to float 2,500 this turn. I messed up. I messed up. I let these guys die. Are you gonna heal through that? That's silly. Yeah, that is game. Okay. Game 3. Game 3 of that. Yeah, the fire is very fast. Maybe forcing the, maybe forcing Vulcan Marksman is not working. Alright. That is enough of that silliness. That is enough of that silliness. So it turns out we can beat Insane Bot. Insane Bot is 450 supplies per round behind a player at my level. And it's really feels like, even at 500, I suspect we're able to, like, overcome it by the end, by the end game. But. That was fun. That was silly. Appreciate you guys being here. We'll step out. Yeah, we'll go step out and take the training weights off. Take the training weights off. And face some humans with a full economy. We have answered the question just how bad the AI is. We face a panda. Hello, panda. You identify as a meat popsicle. I mean, we beat it. We beat it while floating 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300 around. And then 400, 450. By the time you're floating more than 300, it's a challenge to make it work on round one because you start having to take a loan or a special start. Learning program they have in place for Arc Rider mechs, your standards are ridiculously high for anything in the future. Those things are rapidly becoming nightmare fuel with how well they learn. That's fun. Um, okay, ignore all of the financial thoughts in your head, Emma. Ooh, tarantula. All right, all right. Opponent coming on that side. How did we do last night in the evening tournament? We started out 0-2, and then wound up seal clubbing the whole rest of the way. Every other opponent we faced was 1200 MMR or lower. We faced two players under 500 MMR, so we had very quick games, and yeah, I felt a little guilty. We went 4-2, so that's that 4-game. Yeah, we went baby seal clubbing. It was sad. We went 4-2 and finished out 14th in that weekend tournament. An opponent is aerial spec flying on round one. Okay. I know, I was fighting in the lightweight division at kindergarten UFC. It was totally exactly it. Well, a free saber is awful nice. We'll take it. Take that. Opponent has a whole bunch of steel balls. We get one of the great value missiles of all time. Happy with that. There's also no late support coming for him. And our Phoenix get the job done again. Gotta play sweatier to drop below the weigh-in cutoff. Probably. He should definitely be taking advanced fire, or advanced power system, right? Right? just let him fight in the fire anyways. Riding on that side, sure. Power take for our Phoenix. We win another round. This is how you want to play. This is how you want to play. It's fine by me. What are you doing, Panda? Worm Arclight, or Worm Raiden. Okay. Okay. I know, we're forgetting to float 2K supplies. It's true. So true. Alright, we're gonna win by air again. Saber had 30,000 damage as well. I don't know if he's even noticed it. Two more worms. Would you like to give up this strategy, Panda? Pastor Drewski says, apparently I was gifted a sub and I wasn't even online. Thank you. It is to Toast, not to Turbo, but yes. Are basically going to try to keep the worms on the surface so they get hit by the nuke there. Wait, Turbo gave one? Oh, yeah, Toast gave 6 of the 7 subs that night train. Turbo did give one, gifted it to Pastor Drewski. You are correct. I am so sorry. I missed that. We have, in fact, nuked the worms. We get the far side tower. And, yeah, we've basically beaten... Was that a 5 giant push with Saber and Phoenix? Saberhound Phoenix. No, it wasn't mutual destruction. He hadn't brought our shields down. Like, he's got 121,000 hit point worm. It doesn't die. But, yeah, we did the best that we could. I mean, this army looks so weak. This shouldn't be winning, right? Right? What are we beating him with? What, like, we're beating him with 5 hounds, 2 sabers, and 3 phoenix. Well, 6 hounds. Yes, clearly it shouldn't. Hold on, but it did. We did have lots of chaff, it's true. And he was weak on the chaff. And every little thing came up aces for us. The acid over here to make sure we got the worm the second round it existed, I guess. And then the nuke to help finish. The sentry missile that we played right into... I mean, I was basically targeting Tarantula and Crawler, but wound up hitting almost a pack and a half of Steel Ball as well as the Crawlers and the Tarantula on that round. So, I mean, we wound up with just every little thing went very right for us in that one. Welcome back, Toast. Oh, he did. He was selling the balls tack. He kept them on the last round to try and bring the shield down, but they didn't actually even achieve that because of the new crawlers, right? Yes, we barely even had to flank. It's true. I mean, it was also strange to have that much economy. Didn't know what to do with myself having monies. You won back your 10,000 rocks, it's true. We will face Scheme at 1963 next. Oops, wrong. Turbo, thank you very much for the gift sub during that hype train. I literally didn't look up from the game to see it, so I apologize for not thanking you appropriately. What do we want to do here? I mean, Ark and Raiden sounds like a plan. Scheme does not want to play that one. All right, then. No bets. We're gonna, I guess, cancel bets. I don't know how to. Yeah, delete and return points probably for that one. Scheme has handed back 28 MMR. He's got the same. He literally gets the same matchup, huh? Yeah, he might be trolling for a specific starter or doesn't want to play Ariel. Or had, maybe he had taken, well, I don't know. Yeah, could be anything. He's got, he didn't want to see the, I bet he was Tarantula and didn't want to see the, didn't want to see the starting sabers, right? Would be my guess. Channel point prediction up. He's got the missile strike. Suppose if you have all the missile strike up, I will go ahead and put up a shield. He's just going to transition to Vulcan Marksman, maybe? Hello, Lorca. How are you doing? Welcome in. Oh, is ranked? We're 2-0 at the moment. He is going to commit to the tarantula, huh? All right. And has ranged them. Also took the Mustangs. I can see why he didn't want to play me when I had a Saber starter. Subterranean doesn't help you against the arc light, does it? I guess. It saves... It turns them into getting two-shot. Alright. I suppose. There's a mountain. Okay, buddy. Okay. The guy just wants to play his tarantulas. We did. We ruined this opponent. Back-to-back games. Well, he bails on the one looking for a better matchup, right? Evil streamer. True, true. Oh my goodness, poor guy. Thank you, Lorcath. No saber start. Well, I mean, this time he's in something completely different. Do we just Vulcan Marksman from here? Probably. A really good start into a Vulcan Marksman, right? Hello, Dachshund. Welcome in. We concluded our experiment against the AI with a with wins against the 450 MMR or minus 450 category. We might just want to switch up our sledge techs. Although, eh. You managed to kill 3 production factories using spiders and crawlers. Fun. They should have been producing flying, but okay. Extra hound, no fire. And flying, so he's got the Phoenix now. The Phoenix would eventually destroy the armor, right? Cleared the middle. Cleared the birds. Clear the hounds. Oh my god, we have 1 hit point left on that tower. Holy heck. Range for the hounds. He is thinking about the flank. Don't you want yours kind of way up here? Kurt Hostland, thank you for the follow. We're not going to clear the left side as quickly this time. That's okay, though. We're in under the bubble on the right. Barely, but we get the round. Honestly, I figure Mustang production is pretty solid on the weak side. He's taken all the levels. I mean, he loved his. He went back-to-back Tarantula before trying to get into the hounds here. But this is, he's going for carry hound, it looks like. Which, you know, okay. Honestly, I'm mostly confused at the play versus MMR right now. he's gonna... He jabs right there, right? That's the spot for the jab. And since we know that, we'll put a new Vulcan on that side. Yep, mountain spam. You called it. And the jab's on the weak side. Jab's over there. That's fine. We hadn't teched a single tech yet. We'll take that for sure. Where are you guys going and why? Yeah, we do not want to get locked on the mountain first, and we needed shield break, right? Close. Our take. Ruh-roh. He's got some of his MMRs back. A 4-game series against him. And he is what? 1-3? Ends our hold on a minute. I actually kind of like that build for him. We're gonna try round again. Opponents just demonstrated why Titans are no skill and bad for the game. I mean, I've actually had that opinion about the Titan in general for a while, right? Like, it's... Giants should be giant, you know? Okay. Let us... take that. We're gonna do... more like this. And let's just see what we accomplish with Ignite. Yep, bringing him down with honest damage is just tough. Emo might work. EMP. We're not running EMP, and there's no real EMP to hit out there. There's no key tech to hit, right? Oh, I guess we have a source of EMP there. Slow the advancing mountains. Yeah, we get somebody locked. Okay, but at least we've got the double tap locked on it. That's all that was needed. Some sentry missile for his front line. There we go. Yeah, I mean, like it's interesting, right? Like I haven't seen mountain spam at that level. Didn't have my answer to it necessarily. We've still taken more off of him than he's taken off of us. I guess we're 3-1. I'm sorry, I wrote 4-1. We've only faced Scheme here. No, we faced Panda, right? Hold up. Where's that first game against Panda? Do I not have a game against Panda in my little list? Oh, because I uploaded the wrong save game to it? I did just upload the wrong save game to it. All right. Yeah, we should also have done Abyss, really, right? To throw that down. Just as soon as he goes to the mountain, we go to the Abyss. All right. I'll probably have, I think, time for one more. I've got kiddo this afternoon, well, evening. So, won't be on for much longer. Mostly, I wanted to share with you guys the silliness of facing the insane bot. Deathless start, but we have Sabretooth. Oh my goodness. That is the one of the unluckiest rhinos I've ever seen. You tried another one? You're a rhino specialist. What are you doing over there, Jester Jinx? Yeah, he's got a crawler in front of it now. And he's gone for 3 rhino. Can't stop them all. Maybe. Wreckage recyclers. They got snacks. It's interesting. Right. Wraith above. We still have no chaff. No, wait, we have one pack of chaff. We have one pack of chaff. It's fine. What could go wrong? It's looking suspiciously close to Wasp Rhino. It is. The old Rhino Wasp? Could be. Could be. You that. You get to be there. Scooby-Doo. actually. Gift sub for Lorecath and Killcannon. Thank you very much, Toast. Oh, he takes temp speed. He's gonna win this fight. Well, yeah, he should win that fight, right? Host, Queen of Gifts, the hero of the channel, and the snackiest of all channel members. Oh, the tower take is huge for them. I think that gets this done. Heal Wraith is brutal there. We don't multi-melt. Hold on, is this just... This is all point blank, right? None of this is, Oh no, Fang needs... Hold up. Range melters for opponent. Well, that was maddening. Yeah, I kind of know that, Killcannon. Opponent has done a really good job of creating multiple problems. I don't think we want you to have. You obviously get that. I don't know. You get something like that. Oh, acid for everybody, sure. I know, they should set aside their problems. Hold. Are we getting there? Are we getting there? Yeah. His 10 gun didn't get it done. It's become a Mustang v Mustang battle. It's become a Melter v Melter battle. We get the job done again. All of you guys. All of that, I think. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, opponent has sold the left flank. we should probably sell this fort, I think. Yeah, maybe that we probably should have sold that fort and just bought 8 missiles along the line, right? We went to multi-melt. Wild. Wild. Why would you go to multi-melt here, buddy? GG's. Whew. That was a tight one. That was really enjoyable. Because many beams are pretty, it's true. I mean, maybe he's looking at, we've got the phantom rays, we've got the sledges, we wind up at the end of the round with those Mustangs out in front. But that will end our evening, I think. Jester Jinx, that was a close game, buddy. Wow. Wow. Jester Jinx is always fun to play against, honestly. Super super gentleman and then creative, right? Like, when was the last time you saw that aggro? That rhino wild rhino aggro. Yeah, he thought he was stuck on something, right? Okay. Plus I think it's 74 for the day. That'll do. That'll do. 4-1 plus 74. And something like 9-0 against the inane bot until we hit the having to float 500 per round, which turned out to be too much for us to handle. Aside from that, though, we're going to say our thank yous to those of you who have supported. Toast, thank you so much. Turbo for the gift sub earlier, much appreciated. Blue Feral, Just Nash XYZ, Ocelotus Gaming, Tab4200, XFireX, and Anabolica, the longtime supporters. Thank you very much. Hardware support from day one was Zach and Mr. John Thursday, Riot Shield. Hardware support also through Blue and Ocelotus Gaming. Much appreciated, you guys. And the mods today, we've had Zalex, we've had Whooped GG, we've had Lady Nguyen. Thank you all three for being here. I think we had a brief visit from Jerry Hattrick, if I remember. But I really appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for everything you do to keep the stream a comfy place. Again, I could not do it without all the support from each and every one of the people listed on this thank you screen. You guys have done a ton for me. So thank you very much. Yeah, we done. Finish out 4-1. Let's see who's on that we can raid you to. Meg1 Live is still on, it looks like. So that would be a spot to go. Order Mike has just started something up, and that girl Tam is playing some Outer Worlds. We should be back on tomorrow. Thank you for the suggestion. If you want somebody, you want to stay in Mechabellum, stay with me. If you want to go to just a class act in general, I really recommend That Girl Tam. She's playing the Outer Worlds at the moment. And that's probably where I am likely to go after raiding over to Mag 1 Live. They've been on for 10 hours. Holy heck, guys. What are you even doing? Are they just auto camming now? Hold on. Are they auto camming or what? I don't hear anything happening there. Yeah, they haven't had chat in like half an hour either. Okay, so if you want to stay in Mechabellum, let us say go over to um, Mag 1, and we will start a raid to that girl Tam. So Mag 1 Live if you wanted to stay with Mechabellum. But they're not there's no caster, there's no they're just doing auto cam. So our raid is going to go over to that girl Tam. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for watching, and should be back on tomorrow, the usual time, for some ladder madness. Appreciate you guys. Happy November. Don't forget, clocks changed, by the way. Clocks changed, so the start time of tournaments is now an hour different for those of you that experienced a time change. It's here.